What's up, Wolfpack fam? It's your boy, Kid, back at it again. Hope you're doing well. Continue my journey of Dad's Army alongside Captain Mannering and the rest of the gang. What adventures are going to be happening on this week's episode? I got to stay tuned to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, snacks is not included, damn it. You got to bring your own. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Free to do. Helps out the channel tremendously. And shout out to the patrons as well. Thank you so much for your support. Go get your snacks. Snacks not included. Let's freaking go.
Goes off to town on the A21, but he comes home each evening and he's ready with his gun. So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done?
Look at the time, Wilson. Did you give Jones my instructions?
Yes, I told him to wait outside the church hall until the platoon arrived, and then to bring him along here.
Yes. This evening's parade is an absolute mess-up.
Oh, no.
Good evening. Can I help you?
No, thank you. No, I'm just waiting for my men.
I don't want any men to help me to do the garden. I always do the vicar's garden on my own.
We are not going to do any gardening, Mr. Blewett. Mr. Mannering here is going to give us a lecture.
He's not qualified to give a lecture on gardening. I've seen his garden. It's in a terrible state.
Shite.
I'm not giving a lecture on gardening, Mr. Blewett.
Well, who is then? You?
No, of course not, no.
Well, don't look at me. I'm not giving any lectures on gardening. Mind you, I could, but I've got to do the vicar's green plant.
I don't want anybody to give a lecture on gardening, Mr.
I
Blewett.
could give lectures on lots of things. Woodwork, cleaning out gutters, repairing bicycles. I'll give a good lecture on repairing bicycles.
Yes, thank you.
Keeping chickens, restoring old picture frames. Now, there's a dying art. I could give a good lecture on restoring old picture frames.
Left, right, wheel, left, right, march, time.
I'm not having them marching all over my lawn. I'll cut it to pieces. Mr. Farthing.
Go with him,
Mr. Farthing.
What's the matter, Mr. Blewett? I'm trying to write my sermon.
Mr. Mandarin's got a lot of men walking all over your garden, and he wants me to give him a lecture on gardening.
No, man. You've got it all wrong. You see, the vicar here has said that we can use his garden.
Well, I did give them permission, Mr. Blewett.
Yes,
And I
but,
don't really mind having a lot of men in my garden.
They'll trample all over the flower beds.
I can see them quite clearly from my desk, so I'll keep an eye on them. I'll see they don't do anything improper.
We're not going to do anything improper, vicar.
I'll see that you don't. After all, I've never had a lot of men in my garden before. Don't know what to expect.
Now, pay attention, men. I must apologise for this slight mix-up, but the warden has got the hall this evening, and the Sea Scouts are using the church yard, so here we are. Now, what did the vicar say?
Well, he says it's all right as long as we don't do anything improper.
What did he mean by that?
I've really no idea. Apparently he's never had a lot of men in his garden before.
I see. Now, subject of my lecture today is fieldcraft. Now, we've just been issued with some two-man bivouac tents. Hold one up, would you, Wilson?
A two-man bivouac tent.
Now, the best way to test these out is to have a weekend camp, and I thought the best time to have that would be...
At the weekend.
Thank you, Fraser.
Mr. Spinks, when you say a two-man tent, sir, it might be all right for two tiny men, but what about a tall man or a fat man? I mean, take Private Spongy, he's a big man.
Yeah, I'm very big. I'd need a tiny man to share with me.
Yes, and you're a big man, Captain Manning. You'd need a tiny man. And Sergeant Wilson, he's going to need a tiny man. And Mr. Godfrey there, he's going to need a tiny man.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, Joan.
You're all going to run out of tiny men, sir.
I'm sure I'll find a tiny man willing to share with me.
There is not enough tiny men to go round, Mr. Godfrey.
Look, Joan, please.
Chill out.
I'll sort out the sleeping arrangement.
I'll sleep with Sergeant Wilson.
Oh, no, Mr. Fraser. I always sleep with Uncle Arthur.
Now, the advantage of these tents is that they can be put up in a matter of a minute or so. I'll show you. Pike.
Sir?
Bang these poles into the ground, will you?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Farthing!
goodness sake. What's the matter now, Mr. Blewett?
They're banging poles in your lawn.
Oh, really? You're behaving in an improper way, Captain Mannering. No holes in the lawn, please.
Yeah. You hear what the vicar says? No holes in the lawn.
This is ridiculous. How can I conduct a lecture under these conditions?
Excuse me, sir. If you got somebody to hold the poles, then there wouldn't be any holes.
Well, that's good thinking. All right, you hold one of the poles, Pikes. Jones, you hold the other one.
Yeah, right, hold the pole, sir, right, hold the poles.
Right.
Sir.
Now, just get hold of the other end of this tent. Right, sir?
Yeah.
You go there. Now. Once you've got the poles in the ground, all you have to do is throw the tent over them and fasten the pegs. And the whole thing's done. It's as easy as ABC. I'll show you. Right. Here we go.
Easy.
Yes, well, you get the general idea. Right. Clear it all up, Pike.
Oh, brother.
Next aspect of fieldcraft I want to deal with is living off the land. Get it out of the box, will you, Wilson? Now, I want you to imagine that the Germans have landed and all our supplies are cut off. We're starving, and we have to comb the land for food.
With a hairbrush.
With a Tell them what that is, Wilson.
A hedgehog.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Why do you want Sergeant Wilson to comb his hair with a hedgehog?
We're going to eat the hedgehog.
Sir, I don't think I can ever bring myself to eat a poor little hedgehog.
This is war, Godfrey. It's either the hedgehogs or us.
How do you know that you can eat hedgehogs? I mean, have you ever eaten one?
No, I haven't eaten one personally, but it's well known that they're very good to eat. The gypsies eat them all the time.
Supposing, as you say, our supplies had all been cut off, and you come rolling down the road, you know, and speak to us all nonchalant. Well, boys, we're going to have hedgehog for supper, you say. And we go out, and there isn't any hedgehogs. Why? Because the gypsies have eaten them all previously.
No, I don't think you need worry about that, Jones. Always plenty of hedgehogs to go round.
Not at this time of year.
Having caught our hedgehog, we now have to cook it. Now, here's a little wrinkle that's well worth knowing about cooking gypsies, hedgehogs. Pike. Just hold your hands out in front of you, would you?
Mr. Mannering,
Yes.
why have you poured mud all over my hand?
All in good time, boy. Give me the hedgehog. Now, take the hedgehog and you wrap it in the mud. Well, go on, boy.
Yeah, but if I do that, you see, I don't know.
Do as I say, will you?
All right.
Now you roll it into a ball, and you put it in the embers of a fire, and you bake it until the mud is hard. Then you break off the mud, the bristles come away with it, and there's your hedgehog down to a turn. You get the idea?
Oh, yes, sir, yes.
Right. Clear it up, Pike.
But I'm covered in it, aren't I? I mean, Mum will be furious when she sees this.
Oh, stop fussing, boy. Clean your hands. Wilson, start building a fire, will you?
Yes, of course, sir, yes.
Give him a hand, Jones, please.
Hey.
Mr. Farthing! Mr. Farthing! They're setting fire to your lawn.
We're not going to light it, Vicar. It's only a demonstration.
Now, look here, Mr. Blewett. If you disturb me just once more, I shall get very cross indeed. If Captain Mannering does anything else he shouldn't do, just deal with it yourself.
Here's a tip for lighting the fire if the wood should be damp. You can simply make it go by pouring rifle oil all over it. Like that, you see? Also, if there happens to be a very strong wind blowing, you can overcome that by lighting 3 matches at once. Pike, come here. Now look, Pike, I don't want you to light the fire. You understand? No. Don't light it under any conditions. All I want you to do is just go through the motions, will you?
Yes, yes.
All right. Now take out 3 matches and light them together.
Don't light the fire.
Don't light the fire.
Just going to go through the motions.
Go through. Oh, I see.
Wow! Yeah, I'm not having that.
Oh, all wet, Mr. Mannering.
So that like green screen shit.
How the trouble all began.
There. That's the lot. Put the salt in, Godfreyson.
Put in 17 pinches. That's one for every man.
Did it be sent out by Palmbury? Tip it in!
Oh. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, halt! This is the life, eh? Feel that fresh air getting into your lungs? Running on the spot. Commence. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left, right, up, 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 up. Keep him at it, Wilson. I'm going to see how the supper's getting on.
Oh, here comes Mannering poking his nose in. Oh, look at the man, he's going purple. If he keeps this up, he'll burst about.
How's the rabbit stew coming along?
Ready in about half an hour, sir. We've just put the potatoes on.
Good, good. Hope there's enough to go around. We're all starving.
It's a good job we're not having to rely on the hedgehogs. I haven't seen a single one.
All right, Fraser, all right. Just carry on cooking. All right. Halt! Now, deep breath in. Hands on hips. Trunk circling. Commence.
Whoa. That's like gym class.
Just a minute, sir. Keep it up, Wilson. Don't stop.
There's Hodges' van.
All right, men. Rest. How dare he come here and disturb us? I'll soon put a stop to this. Come with me, Wilson, at the double. Right. Jones to me, at the double.
To you at the double, sir.
Stop! Turn back at once.
What's the matter with you, Napoleon? Have you gone mad?
Clear off at once. We're camping here.
Oh, no, you're not. The vicar's camping here, aren't you, Vicar?
That's right, I'm camping here. And you've no right to interfere with the vicar's camping.
Don't you start, troublemaker.
I say, it does seem a little odd. 3 grown men going out camping. I'm not going to do any camping. I've just given them a lift. Even more odd.
Get the boys out of the van, Mr. Yateman.
Yes, Your Reverence. You wish to inspect the boys now, Your Reverence?
No, you carry on and inspect them yourself, Mr. Yateman.
Very good.
Now, look here, Vicar. I'm in charge of a bunch of highly trained men on active service. How can I be expected to maintain discipline with a lot of boys mucking about all over the place?
For your information, Captain Mannering, my boys do not muck about all over the place. They're also very highly disciplined.
That's right. You tell him, Vicar.
My mind is made up. This is a free country and we're entitled to camp wherever we like. We shall camp over there. Mr. Yateman, back in the van.
All right, sir. Back in the van, boys. Quick. Come on.
Right, Mr. Hodges. Forward.
Well, what are we going to do, sir?
Mr. Speaker. Why don't we take the whole platoon with fixed bayonets and run them off?
Right on, savages, Jones. Come on, let's go and have some supper. You're sniggering at.
Well, a thought just occurred to me, sir. If we had been having hedgehogs for supper, and the scouts had decided to have them for supper as well, well, there wouldn't have been any left for them, because we'd have eaten them all.
That was a very nice rabbit stew. Very tasty. Very sweet.
It really is a most beautiful evening.
Yeah. Pity about those Boy Scouts. Here we are. Bunch of comrades camping out under the stars. All spoilt by those kids swarming all over the place.
Right, Mr. Apron, get them out.
Aye, aye, sir.
Now what are they up to?
Oh, look. They're going to play pirates. How nice. Down to the water and hoist the Jolly Roger.
This is absurd.
Well, I'm off now. Enjoy your weekend camp.
You've done this deliberately, haven't you, Hodges? You drove those boys out here to upset my camp.
Don't be such a sport. They're only kids. Why shouldn't they enjoy themselves?
Well, goodbye, Mr. Hodges, and thank you for the lift.
Oh, it's all right, Vicar. I like to see young kids enjoying themselves.
In the morning, oh, put him in the rain, up she rises, hooray, up she rises, hooray, up she rises.
This is hardly helping the war effort, Vicar.
On the contrary, Captain Mannering, we're having a practice for next Saturday. The boys are taking the raft down to the town to collect money for the Spitfire Fund. Flipping kids!
Hodges is going to have a fit.
It's all your fault, Vicar. You and your soppy boys.
Why, what's wrong?
I've run out of petrol.
Well, that's hardly my fault.
Of course it's your fault. If I hadn't wasted my petrol driving you and your silly kids out here to this silly camp, I wouldn't have run out.
You just had to spend the night out here, that's all.
I'm not sleeping in a tent with rotten kids crawling all over me all night. I want to go home.
You can sleep in the other tent with the Verger and myself. There's always plenty of room. We sleep with our feet to the pole.
You know what you can do with your pole.
Get you, Mr. Hodges.
Come away, man.
Spicy.
Captain Mannering! Captain Mannering! That's Captain Mannering!
Fraser, what are you doing?
Trying to wake you up. Listen.
What?
Did you know? Hear it. There. Gunfire.
By Jove, you're right. Turn out! Turn out! Wilson, Pike, Jones!
Listen, sir. I can hear a plane.
You're right. It's coming this way.
Come on, Uncle Arthur, hurry up. Come on. Hey, stop pulling me about.
What is it, Captain Mannering?
Be quiet and listen.
There it is, Miss Mannering. Look, it's on fire.
Is he one of ours, Wilson?
It's German.
Did you hear an air raid siren, Fraser?
No, sir. Not a thing.
Probably a lone raider trying to make his way back into France.
Well, he's not going to make it.
Wouldn't like to be in his shoes. Well, there's nothing we can do about it. All right, Ben, get back to bed.
Sir.
Well done, Fraser.
Don't blow it here. Come with me.
Bastard.
Blow it here and I'll give you 6pence.
Go away, boy.
Well done. Here you are.
Money well spent. Uh-oh.
Turn out the guard. Rifles and bayonets to the ready.
What on earth's the matter, sir?
Look.
Well, who are they?
Well, they're Germans, of course. They must have parachuted out of that plane we saw last night.
There's Germans underwater! There's Germans underwater! As soon as I see them Nazi uniforms, it gets my blood up, sir.
Whoa!
Get them in, sir. Get them in.
Right, Joan.
I don't think even you can walk on the water, can you, sir?
Got him.
Watch out. Tell them to come in at once.
Yeah.
Hey, you! Mr. Madeline says, will you come here at once?
Crikey. Handy hock, handy hock.
Will you hand his hock, hand his hock?
I'm not taking a blind better notice.
Oh, dear.
You don't think they're dead?
Of course not.
They're sitting upright.
Why bother with them, sir? Why not just let them sit out there and wait? They'll have to come in sooner or later.
But use your intelligence, Wilson. As soon as it's dark, they can slip ashore, and we'd have to comb the entire countryside for them. All right, they've asked for it. Move your boys, Vicar. There's going to be some shooting.
Come on, boys, into the trees.
Yes, come on, boys, into the trees.
Look, you better stay here, Mr. Yateman. Captain Maverick might need you.
Fraser, fire a shot over their heads.
Aye, sir.
But they haven't moved a muscle. We've got to admire their courage.
Don't let them hear that sort of talk, Wilson. They're just stupid.
If they won't come to us, why don't we go out to them? We could make them surrender. We could use the scouts' pirate raft.
That's good thinking, Pike. Right. Fraser, Godfrey, you stay here. The rest of you come with me.
But how can we make them understand? None of us speak German.
Mr. Hodges speaks German.
How do you know?
He told me in the last war he was a guard at a prisoner of war camp.
Hey, you, Hodges. Over here at the double.
And you know what you can do?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Right, come with me to the raft.
Come on, you heard what the officer said. At the double.
Gotta move, bro.
We've got overwhelming firepower. We'll blast them out of the water.
They're heading for disaster. Sheer disaster.
Come on, Hodges. I want you as interpreter.
I'm not getting mixed up in this. I'm a civilian, non-com.
You're under my orders on active service. Now get on.
Get on the raft. Come on now, come on.
Why don't you shoot him, Mr. Mannering? You've got every right.
Hodges, you take the other one, Jones. You get up in the front.
Oh, yes.
Keep them covered, Pike.
You are, Mr. Mannering.
Right, thank you, Sponge. Right, shovel.
I don't know what's the matter with them, sir. They seem to be taking no notice of anything.
I've never seen three such surly-looking brutes. Right, that's close enough. Keep them covered, Pike.
Yes, Mr. Mannering.
I'll just tell them to surrender in the name of the king.
Ergeben sich in den Namen von den König.
You know, I think they understood that, sir.
Come in, I'll just...
What's happening, Mr. Fraser? Are the Germans being awkward? They're just sitting there with their hands up. Man on them keeps shouting at them to come in, but they're not taking a blind bit of notice.
Come and see here,
No,
Ryan.
not a blind bit of notice.
Tell them again.
Come and see here, Ryan.
I don't think they want to come here, Ryan.
If there's anything I can't stand, it's sulking Nazis.
Why don't you just shoot him, Mr. Mannering?
Don't be absurd, Pike. We're British. Can't shoot men with their hands up, and they know it.
Well, let's shoot at the rubber dinghy and sink it.
You can't do that either. The bullets will go straight through it and hit them. This is the penalty you pay for being a sporting nation and playing a straight bat.
You know, it's really quite simple, sir. All we've got to do is to attach a rope to the dinghy and tow it to the shore.
Ah. Well done, Wilson. Just wondered who would be the first to spot that. Now, Jones, Tie the end of that rope to the mast. Oh, right, sir. Now, when we get near enough, Hodges, you tie the other end to the dinghy.
Now, look here.
Just do as you're told. Right, forward, man. Forward. Bit closer. Closer still. Keep moving. A bit closer. Fly off.
Oh man, they're laughing at him.
Come on.
This tank is filling with water. We're sinking.
What? Right, get back to shore as fast as we can. No, Jones, I tell you it won't work. You're off into the realms of fantasy again.
Oh, let me do it, sir. Let me do it. See, I put the gas mask on, sir, and then I attach this pipe to... This pipe. I attach it to a little raft that's camouflaged. Then I'll be able to swim underwater and breathe through the pipe. And when I get near to that German dinghy, I'll dive underneath it and I'll pierce it with my bayonet, sir, and it'll sink.
What do you think, Wilson?
I think he'll drown.
I tell you, sir. Yeah, put it on like that. And I'll get swimming.
What do you say, Joan?
They don't like it up him, sir. They don't like it up him.
Worth a try, sir. After all, what have we got to lose?
Right, let's get on with it. Where have you been, Pike?
I'm sorry I'm late, Mr. Manning. I had to borrow something from one of the Sea Scouts.
This isn't a game, Pike. We're dealing with 3 vicious Nazi thugs. Get your coat on. I'll just...
Now, look, I'm
Oh, stop making such a fuss. Keep them well covered, Pike.
Yes, Mr. Manning.
Wilson, keep the raft pointing this way so they don't know what we're up to. Right. Ready, Jones?
Yes, thank you, sir.
Well, good luck. You're a brave man. I shan't forget this.
Do you mind holding my glasses, please, sir? Thank you, sir. Thank you. Right, take you over that. We'll see now.
Right.
Right.
That's it. No, Wilson. James has got guts. I don't know what we'd do without him.
If this goes wrong, we might well have to.
He's turning round.
What's he coming back for?
He's under the raft.
Can you see him?
Jones, Jones, can't hear you, sir.
I've got it, Mr. Manning. Here. What are you doing to the German boat?
You've come up under our raft, Jones.
Oh, I must have taken the wrong turning. I'm sorry, sir.
No! Manning, the Germans have got Mr. Hodges.
Oh, man.
Get down.
They're firing at the petrol drums. They're trying to sink us.
Swine. Right, that settles it.
No.
Let him have it, man.
Don't do that, sir. You'll hit Hodges.
Why is that blasted man always in the way?
Let me have a go.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
Well done.
One for luck.
We better warn them. What's the German for can you swim?
I don't know. Hodges! Ask them in German if they can swim.
I don't care about them. I'm the one who can't swim.
You bloody hooligans. I love it. I had a blast. Fantastic episode. We got to talk about it. Hold on a second. Thank you so much, you bloody hooligans. I can't swim. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you all, but I had a great time watching this episode. The crazy antics with the boys. It's, there's a war going on, essentially. It's either the hedgehogs or us, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm glad they weren't eating no hedgehogs. There definitely would have not been plenty to go around here. You got the Boy Scouts here. I did really enjoy that moment with Hodges paying the kid to blow the horn. I thought that was such a funny moment there. Typical kind of like a prank that you would do. So I enjoyed that moment for Hodges. And at the end of the day, Mannering kind of got the clap back anyway, because he be making him do shit that he don't want to do, and you know that this guy can't swim for shit. So I was loving that. You bloody hooligans. Oh man, Hodges was great on this episode. Some plenty of funny moments. What was the vicar wearing on his head? Because to me it looked like a do-rag, but I don't know, man. You guys fill me in, or a bandana or something, but I was thinking like a do-rag. Definitely he had his little thug life moment here. Pike was absolutely hilarious there. Just shoot him, man. This kid always wants to shoot him, but I'm glad he got his little moment. He always looks gangster as hell holding the gun. But it was a really cool moment using the bow and arrow, man. So I love that moment for him. But they finally put their hands up, man. It took a while, but they had the means to get on land if they really did want to, because they were paddling away. They had the paddles there. They were laughing at Hodges getting in the water. I just love when he falls in the water, man. That is hilarious, man. But the garden scene, who knew we were going camping? Ladies and gentlemen, I freaking love camping. I haven't went since my young, teenage, teens, but man, it is still a very fond moments that I cherish. Some of the best moments just camping. So I love that we were going camping, and class was in session. We had gym class essentially as well. All the bonding elements that these guys needed, man. But Jonesy just straight up kills me, man. He's always ready for war. He's always ready to shove it, because the Germans don't like it up him. So man, he just kills me. He cracks me up. Everybody was stupendous, fabulous. Cracks me up, man. I just had a ball, man, from the jump. Mr. Blue had his moments. I don't want to teach a gardening session. Man, you can't teach a gardening session. I've seen your garden. Essentially, your shit is shit, man. Man, I loved it, man. I loved it, man. But man, I had fun watching the episode. Obviously, the crazy antics, man. You got pirate ships here. I thought they were gonna rob them. Captain Mannering, when they all had the pirate stuff going on, man, I thought they were gonna try to, steal some booty from these guys, maybe steal some foods. But yeah, it was really cool seeing it. Obviously, Frazier was on the ball. He was smoking, but doing his job, protecting in the moment there, waking up Mannering. He kicked the shit out of him. I love that. And yeah, things got real when they had the 3 Germans there. So man, I think it had plenty of laughs. Obviously, a lot of slapstick comedy. Some great memorable lines, and I just love it. It doesn't get old where Jonesy is panicking. The Germans are here, and he's panicking. He's losing his shit, man. That was cool, man. Ah, man, I'm always in awe every week. I had a great laugh. I mean, what more can I can't complain. It brought me laughs. It brought me joy, and just seeing, where these guys go to. So I definitely think it was cool for, I guess you could say, the changing of the scenery. Different locale kind of. The fire bit was crazy. Don't light it. Okay, I'm just gonna do the motions. All recipe for disaster. It is comedy that, when you see these type of things, you already can know what happens. It's just obvious. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that it's gonna be a disaster and sign us up for it. And the mud bit was great too. Pike you know, thinking where he wants to put the thing, putting a mustache, thinking about the boobies, you know, just typical because he's so funny, man, and it's effortlessly. And even the cool part too, where Pike was like, no, I usually sleep with Uncle Arthur, so ain't nobody sleeping with him except for Pike, man. Yo, he really loves that guy, man. And it is really cool to see these guys, you know, week to week. And, you know, they just provide a lot of laughs. Captain Mannering's faces throughout this. Oh man, it's Kodak moments a lot of times, man. I could snap a screenshot, print it out, just keep it in, and just look at it, and damn, that thing is he's gonna make me laugh. But did you guys enjoy it? Let me know in the comments down below. I had a blast watching it. Hopefully you did too. Let me know your favorite part. But there was a lot of cool scenes on this one, so I will look forward to reading, you know, what you thought of the episode and which part was your favorite. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Free to do. Helps out the channel tremendously. Have a fantastic weekend. And shout out to the patrons. Peace out. Take care. Be well.